All right, looks like I'm live. Hello, hello, and welcome. Let me just get this link sent here. Boom. Cool. So how's it going, y'all? Man, I'm a mess. I got up way too early this morning. Got dressed in the dark. Ended up wearing gray on gray on gray. Like I was gray shirt, pants, shoes, hoodie, just all gray. I had to get up early and go to the dentist. So that's super fun. But there. Now I have sent out a link to some folks. Hey, welcome, Dapper Man, Brandon, more Dapper Man. Headed on in the background? Oh, neat. So were you able to click on the link that said that the thing's going to start soon? Because that seems like the way I think it should work, but I've never actually used it, so I don't know. JD, bonjour. Oliver, take a snooze. That's a good name. Good name there, take a snooze. Uh-oh. Okay, good. Take a snooze. All right. Cool. Let me mute my things here. There. Okay, cool. Now I am good. Oh, man. Hey, Jesse, how's it going? Yeah, I had to get up real early this morning and call the dentist late last night. I was eating a cookie, a nice, soft, delicious cookie. I think Sandra made it, Cupcake Girl, who comes on here a lot. And I was like, something oddly hard in my cookie. And it was my temporary crown, which was great. And so usually my dentist is not open on Fridays, but I called up their, sort of help me number. And they're like, oh yeah, well, you're in luck because we're gonna be in tomorrow. So went in this morning at like 8-ish. I called them about 8-ish. I ended up getting there about 8:30, and I got a brand new shiny crown. So that's good times. Kind of was uncomfortable for a little bit. If you've never had a crown before, it's kind of weird. But after about, I don't know, half an hour, 45 minutes, it feels great. Now it's perfect. So all fixed up. And it's time for a beer. Some people in the Penetic Slack in the drinks channel were asking about a beer that comes in a brown and yellow can and has a little, I don't know if you can hear it. I don't want to shake it. Has a little widget in it. This is Boddington's Pub Ale. And this is actually one of my favorite beers. It's not like the most complicated beer or anything. It's certainly nothing crazy, but it's one of those beers that every time you get it, you're like, I have not done the wrong thing. So these were on sale at like $2 a pint or something at the store last week. And so I grabbed a few. I should have grabbed more, but the other cool thing about these is you can just straight up pour them into a glass and then they resolve themselves. So having a crown makes my kingship official. Dope. I'm glad that's what it takes. Tech and Pens, hello from Sodak. Hey, Sodak. That's South Dakota, I assume, yeah? Welcome, Matthew, Michael. Straight from Manchester. Is that Manchester, UK, or Manchester, Mass? Or Manchester, New Hampshire? I might say, Mike, this is really reckless, just pouring a beer straight into a glass like this. Or for whatever reason, Boddingtons and these others that have these little nitrogen widgets, you can just pour a pint directly in there. No worries. And it does this cool thing where the bubbles actually go down until the head resolves. Oh, the beer. Yeah, right. Yep. Look at that. There are very few things that are more satisfying to me than watching a Boddington's or a Guinness or something resolve from just all foam into just sort of a perfect beer with a perfect amount of foam on the top. Those tiny little bubbles. It's perfect. Anyway, it's one of those things that should go on the Reddit thread that's called like oddly satisfying, because it just is, darn it. Originally from Southport. Your father's in Manchester. Neat. Neat. Is this from Manchester? That's what place it's from, huh? Yep, totally is. Dope. Anyway, this is one of my favorites. I'm a big fan of these. So, here we go. Easily amused? I don't think that's... I mean, yes, obviously. Nose? You want to come up here? Some of the menagerie is showing up early. Oh, come here. You said you wanted to come up here. Now you get to come up. All right, there you go. Here's a visit from Mr. Nose, the cat. Yeah, the beer is Boddington's. Well, I like it. It's cool. Sometimes you just need something in life that's just kind of satisfying, and watching a beer resolve is really satisfying to me. I don't know why, but it is. What do you think? Is this what you're looking for? He's perfectly satisfied to be held like this, so I guess I'm going to do this for a little while. Anyway, so what have y'all been up to? It's Friday, and it's Beer 30. Hey, from Italy. Hey, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Let me... Oh, what are you doing? Don't get all crazy, buddy. If you knock a beer into two computers, that would be bad news. Bad news, I say. All right. Prepping paper for origami and got here a little late. I didn't miss much. I just poured a beer. That's what I did for the last 5 minutes. So, you know. But welcome. Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. I don't have a whole lot of beer in the house right now. In fact, I don't usually. Just, I don't know. I don't drink a whole lot, but I do like it. So I keep some. But anywho, it's Boddington's today. That is the current pint. Hi, what do you think? All right. So what can I show that I got this weekend? Well, I didn't get anything, actually. Audrey went to the LA Pin Show last weekend. That's where she was last week when I was recording. And hi there. And so she brought a whole bunch of goodies back, actually. So I have inks, I have pens. Well, I have pen, I have papers. I've got all kinds of cool stuff. Nose, what are you doing? You are a weirdo. I also have a new product from Franklin Christoph that I can show off. I got it, I don't know, a little while ago, and I bought it, but I was waiting to show it off until some other folks had gotten their hands on it, that kind of thing. Let's see. What's the first thing? Well, the first thing, we'll just start with a pen because that's fun. I got one of these. This is the new Sailor Royal Tangerine. And it is a pretty awesome color. I was actually expecting it to be way more orange than it is. It's actually... I don't know what to call this color, if I'm honest. This is, yeah, it's pizza day, hopefully. Audrey's not feeling super well, so she's come home and gone to bed. She's been really tired from that LA trip, and she worked all week, so she's gone to bed. But hopefully pizza later. We'll wake her up for pizza later. But certainly a super complex origami beetle. That does sound hard. Anyway, this is kind of like an orangey... I don't know, like it's got a little bit of a yellowish tinge to it, maybe. Like there's some yellow or pink or something in there, but it's a really dope color. It comes with a silver nib, rhodium trim, which is pretty nice. It does cost a little bit more than the rest of the standard 1911 Sailors, but they do that with their limited editions, so that was pretty okay. Too many margarita cupcakes yesterday. Oh man, I ate one of those before my crown fell off, Sandra. And then I think one of your cookies took it off. Although I was eating on the other side, so I don't think so. It was a delicious soft cookie. Audrey was like, you know, I think these cookies might be better than the cupcakes. But I think she was just trying to make me leave more cupcakes for her. So, but yeah, this is Tango? Tango? Like tangerine sort of thing? Yeah, it's kind of tangerine-y. But yeah, it's a beautiful orange pen. Pretty psyched to have this one. And actually, I asked Audrey to get that for me, and she went over and she had talked to Brian Anderson about it, and I guess then she got busy, and so she didn't go back and get one. And Brian texted me, he was like, "Hey, Audrey said you wanted a Sailor. Do you still want that Sailor?" And so I said yes, and we worked it out. But and he like went and gave it to her, so that was good times. All right, so this is thing one, and then actually, soft fizzy orange drink in the UK. Oh, never heard of it, but yeah, cool. She also got, somebody was going around the tables and had these tiny little pen rests. And look at this cute little guy. It's just basically a blob of glass that somebody flattened on the bottom and then made a dent in the top. And this is what my Royal Tangerine pen has been sitting in for the last week. This is a hard broad, by the way. I usually go big on Sailor nibs because the fine ones are way too fine for me, but... Fortunately, you can't get Sailors here, and it's too expensive to import. Yeah, I know. It's like that in a lot of places, I think, actually. And, like, I mean, Americans gripe because it's hard to get the ones from Japan, but it's harder in other places. All right, so that's one. What else did I get? Excuse me, Mr. Nose. Excuse me. Back up. He was all in my way. Should have put all this stuff on the table before. I got this. This is actually from a good friend of mine who may or may not be in the chat here. We traded inks that we each don't like. And so I gave her a bottle, an old bottle of Sailor Gentle Pesh, which it's the only Sailor ink I just don't like at all. And she gave me this almost full bottle of KWZ Honey. And I think this is the original formulation because it does have a fairly strong like vanilla-y scent. I think it kind of smells nice. I don't mind the scent at all, but other people I know it drives nuts. So I'm looking forward to using this one. It's a nice sort of medium yellow-brown, and I'm kind of psyched about that. I had a little sample, but I haven't had a whole bottle. Actually, this is only my second bottle of KWZ ink at all. So, yep. Oh, we got a question. Let's see. A question about FC feeds. Do the extra fine nib units have the same feeds as the finer medium? Kind of extra fine is very dry, and using an F nib with the feed still feels dry. Yeah, I believe they're all the same feeds, actually. It's the original formulation and you hate it? Yeah, so it's Jesse's is where I got it from. I don't hate it yet, but I haven't used it. Is it just the smell you hate, or is there something else? But either way, I'm going to like it better than Gentle Pesh. I hope that you enjoy the Gentle Pesh. That's not my jam, but I'm glad you hope you like it. But yeah, as far as I know there, Matthew, the feeds are all the same. So your F nib doesn't feel dry on the other ones. I don't know for sure. I think the thing to do is, since neither of us are 100% sure, oh goodness, this has leaked a little bit, is to contact Franklin Christoph's not tech support, but customer support. Send an email to them, and they will get you fixed up. If that means sending out a new feed, those are pretty cheap. Or having you send your pen in just the nib, whatever the thing is, they'll help you out. So yeah, send them an email. And if they use a different feed, maybe they do. I actually don't know. I don't think so. It doesn't smell like death. It smells like mildly sweet. You have a weird sense of what death smells like, I think. This is a little vial of ink that I got from my friend Sandra. This is where's the card? Here it is. This is Lammy's Vibrant Pink, which ends up looking like this, which is kind of odd. That's a weird looking ink, right? And it does, I don't know if you can catch it actually here on the camera, but it does have a little bit of like shimmer in the ink, which is kind of weird. And it did actually just start leaking a little bit inexplicably, which is weird because it's been sitting here on my desk. But yeah, it looks like it's got a definite gold sheen and also a little bit of sparkle in there. It's very... I don't know, pink and sparkly. I don't think this is one I'm going to use long term, but hey, thanks very much for the sample. That's going to be cool, and I'll be able to put it on the blog soonish. Well, I am a little bit tempted by that pen. I think it looks pretty cool. It's certainly bright and in your face, and that is a thing I appreciate about an ink. Let me put this somewhere where it's safe. A pink ink, since we're talking about pink inks, that I've been disappointed in is this one. This is Califolio Andronople, and I actually haven't used it yet, but it's a gorgeous color here, and it looks beautiful on my swatch, but I tell you, I put it in a pen of Audrey's, and it's just like, it's just dry. I mean, you can see like squiggles that don't come out, and I was just trying to go in different directions, and I like dipped it in some water to get it wet, and I just primed it, and it's not working great. So I'm gonna try it in a different pen that I know the performance of better, so I can tell if it's any good or not. But right now the jury is kind of out on Andronople. All right, let me get that out of here. That's one thing I got, which is honey, and that was a trade. And then she came home with a bunch of other stuff. I think she must have just been like walking around trying to find inks with me, which is really nice. But is Califolio ink made by Diamine? No, I don't think so. I think it's from France actually. And I think it's their own small company. I don't think it's made by anybody else. Diamine Ancient Copper smells of copper iron blood. Wow, I don't remember that at all, but I'll believe you if you say it is. I'm looking for a good pink. I was going to try Andronople. Yeah, I would say maybe try a sample of that one. There are some really good pinks out there. I mean, this Lamy Vibrant Pink is going to be cheap. And also, it's a pretty in-your-face pink. I really like the there's a platinum called It's platinum mix free. I want to say it's cyclamen. Might be right. There's also Mont Blanc has one that's just called Pink Ink, which is a really nice pink. There are lots of good pinks out there. But yeah, the bottle does look like the Diamine like anniversary bottles, but they're not actually the same. They're just like both wedge shaped. They're different, I think, on the top or something. But or maybe they got them in the same place. I don't know. They don't look quite the same to me, but it's definitely, I think, a different company. I feel the same way about Rubber Roaster Pinky. I haven't used Pinky yet, but I probably have a sample. I've got a sample of a lot of Robert Oasters, although definitely not all of them. There are too many. So, yeah. So other inks that she got me. This one is fun. This is a Pen BBS ink. This is number 235, and then it has some characters. I don't actually know what that says. Yeah, L'Art Pastier is the company, and then Califolio I think is the ink brand, but. Yeah, I really like this one, which is Itzamna. It's like a kind of a rusty orange, and I've been really enjoying this one a lot. But Adrianople doesn't seem like it's going to be great. We'll see how it goes. I'll put it in a pen with some better flow, and we'll see how it goes. But I don't know. So this is what it's supposed to look like. It's sort of like this brown. Oh, it suits Suji? I can't say that one, but yeah, Letitia has it right. That's a really nice pink. I don't know if it's the best pink, but it's certainly very nice. Heard you mention the cruise knock inks the other week. Anyone in particular you'd recommend? Their Dark Orchid, I think is what it's called, is beautiful. Also, there's a blue one called like Blue Ice or Ice Blue, something like that, and that one's also very cool. I haven't used terribly many of them, but the two I've used, I've used a few, and I really like them. So yeah, I haven't got a chance to review them yet, but I do like them. Anyway, so this is Pen BBS 235. It comes in a very nice box. It says a bunch of stuff on it that I can't. Oh wait. Yeah, no, I can't read that. Something paper. I don't know. This is since 2005, so kind of a new company. But this is also a sparkly ink. You can see the sparkles down on the bottom. Actually, look at that go. You can see it like slide down en masse. It's kind of nice. This is the Diamines are straight-sided. Yeah, I kind of thought so. Let me grab my stack of cards here, because I did swatch this one. If I can find the swatch. Yeah, here we go. I'm back. I got a bunch of inks recently because some people have sent me samples, which is very exciting. Here's the swatch. That's this one. You can see a little bit of glimmer down there in the corners, and just a skosh elsewhere. So I think this is actually going to be, a pretty nice ink. This is a nice looking medium brown, just like a warm brown with a little bit of shimmer, a little brown, a little bit of shimmer. I think that's pretty cool. It's kind of a greenish shimmer, so that's nice. All right, I have been dropping these word cards all day. They just keep falling. I think they're trying to tell me, hey, put us back in the binders or back in the rings where we belong. Well, not yet. Not yet, but I will eventually. All right, those go there. Oh, this is KWZ Honey, in case you're curious. It's much darker, actually, than I thought it was going to be, but it's pretty cool. Do I own any Schaefer crests or snorkels? I don't. My mom really loves snorkels. I just haven't gotten any. But yeah, no, the bottle actually is really nice. This is a good bottle. I'll make no bones about it. I like this bottle. It's got a nice wide opening. It's tall. It's got like facets. I think that's cool. Let's get the glitter mixed in. Glitter mixes in very easily. We'll see how quickly it falls out, but it mixes in very easily. So anyway, no, I haven't tried the snorkels, but I do have, I've got Vax and stuff, or I've had Vax. Audrey's got a bunch of Vax now. I don't have very many. So, yeah, they're good. So bottles are curved in the sides and slightly 1920s, whereas the diamonds are straight. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. That's what I thought. Bottle looks pretty good. It's true. Shimmer inks are just a fad. I thought shimmer inks were kind of a fad too. And Audrey was talking to the people selling or somebody. I think it was people selling this other ink, and they said that that shimmer inks are actually super common in China. And so a lot of Chinese inks will have shimmer in them just because people are really into that. So that's neat. Yeah, snorkels are really cool. Hey, Troy, welcome. I didn't know you were here. But yeah, shimmer inks, if they're done well, I think it's fine. Yeah, so a little bit of it fell out, but not too much. So this actually stays suspended pretty well, and it mixes easily, which is kind of key, because before you write with a shimmery ink and a pen, it's good to like swish it around a little bit to mix the shimmer. But this one looks cool, so I'm looking forward to it. I wasn't expecting almost every ink she got me to be shimmer, but that's the way it goes sometimes. You just keep finding stuff you like. And then this last one, or not last one, second to last one, sort of, comes in this box, and she says, "Hey Mike, I got you a small endowment," which I think is hilarious. But the thing is, I don't know anything about this ink. It says Winter October on the side, and then it has a whole lot of Chinese characters here, and then it says Small Endowment 2017 ink. So I don't know what this is exactly, and I used Google Translate on this stuff, and it was all mangled up, but a lot of it was like, use only in cheap pens and wash out immediately or some weird thing. So I'm a little worried about it, but it might be cool. I don't know. And this is also shimmer. There's a tremendous amount of looks like gold shimmer in there. Let me find the swatch right quick. I did use the Google Translate app, and it came up all weird. It didn't really work. Here it is. It actually looks a lot like Emerald of Chivor. It's more blue, I think, than Emerald of Chivor is, which is definitely more green, but it's got like less of the red sheen and maybe at least comparable glitter. But yeah, no, I tried using Google Translate and it just did not want to work. I think there are too many characters in too small a space or something. I don't know. It came up all gobbledygook weird. So I don't know. I need to find out some more about this stuff before I put it in a pen. I might use it for like a dip nib or a folded nib sort of thing. I do have this somewhere. Well, anyway, somewhere I have a ruling pen, which I'm thinking I'll use as a dip nib and sort of like a folded nib sort of gadget. So that'll probably be what I use this with. So I don't have to worry about the dire warnings that may or may not be on the side of this bottle. Take a photo in the Translate app. Oh, that's a good idea. I've actually never tried that. I don't know how to use the Translate app all that well. Let me see. I know the bottles are similar in design to the Omos bottles. Ooh. I can't think of any off the top of my head. The Omos bottles are very cool, I think. All right, let's take a picture of this right quick. Camera. Then you take a picture of it, huh? Ooh, look at that. Use your finger to highlight the text. This is me using Google Translate live on cam. Oh, hey, there we go. Hey, that's way better. Look at that. Yeah, nice. So, instructions for use with flash powder ink. That's disturbing. Note, this ink should be shaken before use so as to achieve the best results. Do not use this ink on expensive pen. Try to use cheap water to use this ink. Pens should be shaken before writing. If you do not want to use the pen for a long time, please clean and then collect 0. So, all right, well, I'll use it in a pen that's cheap. and keep it the hell away from expensive pens, because that's what they recommend. All right, anyway, so that's this. Small endowment. Yeah, cool. It's an Ancient Song ink. Yeah, I Googled Ancient Song ink, and I couldn't find anything. I didn't have any problem there. Or I didn't have any success. Ancient Song, huh? But I couldn't get it to work. Okay, I still have Omos bottles for sale. Oh, nice. 10 or 20 pounds a pop. Yeah, 10 or 20 pounds a pop is pretty good. It's just bottles, and that's pretty expensive. Watermen are similar in function, but nowhere near. Nope. Shaken, not stirred. I don't know. I like to stir them, because otherwise you get bubbles. You don't want that. What is this? Oh, sorry, different message. Yep. Yeah, shaken, not stirred. Nope, that was definitely stirred. I like to stir it because otherwise you get bubbles. That's the thing I learned from Audrey in nail polish, is you don't just shake nail polish. You turn it upside down and you just swirl it, because then you don't end up with a whole bunch of bubbles in your nail polish that ruin your whole nail job. So look, you learn stuff all over the place, especially when you're married to a prolific blogger. Trying to find the cards ahead of time. There we go. Here are the cards for the next set. The next set is very cool. The next set is Colorverse. These are Colorverse Photon, which is sort of a tealy, turquoisey green, and Gluon, which is a glistening, weirdo earwax gold. So these boxes have a lot of stuff in them. Omos bottles are full, last of stock. Dude, get those for 10 or 20 pounds a piece. That's legit. It's a good price. It says, caution, do not use for purposes other than writing. This means you, Ralph. Do not drink it. Ink dries quickly. Do not eat. Yep. Ink may drip if rubber packing is loose. In such case, properly replace the rubber packing. I don't know what that means, but that's cool. So you get this little pamphlet that has the different sets of these things. I think electron and selectron would be pretty cool to get those. Matter and antimatter look dope. These are pretty cool looking inks, I think. But half of it's glistening. So it also comes with this, which is this interesting little pack of things that I haven't actually opened. I was waiting to do it on the cam here. So let's go ahead and open this little pack. It looks like it's got a paper towel, which is fun, but like a little bar napkin, basically. A little Colorverse bar napkin. For cleaning up messes, I suppose. Then we've got this thing. Oh, it's a pen stand. That's cute. A little pop-out, like, cardboard pen stand. All right, weird, but okay. Then we have this, which is a bookmark. I'm glad they labeled it as bookmark. I would have probably figured it out, but so I got a pen stand, a bookmark, and a bar napkin. They put weird stuff in this pack up, man. And then these, oh, these are little stickers for all the different colors of the season. So that's kind of neat, but this is a lot of stuff, and this box is complicated. And these inks are pretty expensive, so I feel like they could have saved a bunch of money and just not put the rest of this gobbledygook in here. But whatever, I'm a simple man, simple tastes. I just like to watch a beer foam, easily amused. And then the inside looks like this. It comes with 2 bottles, as you know, because you've seen them before. This little tray lifts out. And then you have this bottle, which is the big one. They're all these kind of like little teardrop-shaped guys. And they sit on the desk very nicely, and they look cool. I don't know how practical this bottle is going to be to fill long term, just because of the weird shape. Might be that when it gets low, it's going to be a pain in the butt to fill from, but seems good. The cap is good. Here's the tiny bottle. This wee little guy. And you can see on the bottom this sort of coppery gold shimmer, or glisten, as they say in there. And also you get some sheen with this guy. And it takes a bit to mix the ink or the shimmer in with this. So, you know, we'll see. I actually put this in one of Audrey's pens, and it looked like a weird, like, pale gold color. So we'll see how it goes. They both swatch very nicely, and I've got this one in a pen, and this is a gorgeous ink. Super pretty. Here's actually what it looks like. There's a card. Got this, like, nice edge shading going on. It's a beautiful, deep color. I like it a lot. And actually here you can see maybe there's like orange in the line. That's because this pen used to have Diamine Pumpkin in it, and then I cleaned it out and I put this in there, but there must have been like a little flake of pumpkin that was coming loose just every once in a while at the beginning of a line. And then here's Glue-On, and Glue-On this is a weird color, man. I like a weird color, and this definitely fits that bill. Let's see if I can catch the shimmer in the light here. Oops, there we go. I don't know, not much. It is there, but it's not in your face like some of these other inks will be. And so I think even if you don't really love shimmer, I think this will be an okay one to use. And the shimmer comes out looking a little bit red. So that's neat. Anywho, that's the Colorverse ink, and that's all the ink I got. So ended up only having like 4 bottles of ink. And then my friend Kelly, all unbeknownst to me, sent me a whole bunch of, the entire Diamine music set, which is pretty dope. The problem is that one of them, and I don't know which one, leaked. And so all the labels got almost obliterated, like it was just covered with ink. So what I had to do, and this might help you out in the future too, is I just kept rinsing them under the sink and then letting them dry. And after about the 3rd or 4th rinse, they became enough that I could actually read the labels just a little bit to figure out what they were. And then I marked them here with washi tape, and then I made myself a key on the other side. So that's how I'm going to keep them apart. But these look beautiful. I mean, there's Bach, which is kind of a brown with some, like, I don't know, gold sheen or something in it, maybe greenish sheen. We've got Beethoven, which is a gorgeous green, looks a lot like Mont Blanc's Irish green. I think it's pretty dark. Tchaikovsky, which is a like bluish purple, a blurple. That's small endowment. That's all those. Here's Diamond Music with Wagner, which is a lot like Gluon, I think, but not as pale. It definitely looks a bit darker. Schubert, which has got a bunch of red sheen in there when it pools up, but this one, I don't know. This one, I don't know if it's different enough from... It's definitely different to Photon. They're very different colors, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm not 100% sold on that one yet. Chopin, which is kind of a grayish blue, like a gray blue-black. Looks cool. Vivaldi is it's a little bit on the boring side, I think. It's sort of a purpley lavender. It's not super exciting. I think you could sneak this one into an office and nobody'd even notice. And then this one looks really interesting. I don't know what to call it. I mean, it's called Handel, but it's like a brown pink with a little bit of lavender maybe, but like that sort, not lavender, like lilac maybe, and then a greenish gold sheen. It's a really cool one. Look at that guy. We can consider Irish green a dark green, a medium green. Yeah, all right. That's fine. It's, those things are close enough that I'm not going to argue about it. It is pretty medium green. Yeah, you're right. I guess I meant saturated. All right, let's look at... sorry, I got to catch up on some chat here. Oh, Right Here. I've heard of Right Here somehow. Somebody must have mentioned it on a stream sometime. Hey, Brian. Start over, huh? Cool. We'll just retake the last half hour. No problem. Let's see. Relax Schrodinger. Jury still out on the cat. Let's see. Pin shot. Press square. You know there's stuff. Nice. All right. Talking about those. Woohoo Bach ink. Yeah. Yo. Hey, Bijou. Welcome. That handle is really cool, right? I think you might need that one. But it's real neat. I wish I could share, but I've only got the one sample. Let's see. Greenish sheen on Bach, crazy red sheen with Tchaikovsky and Tomoe. Okay, cool. Yeah, I haven't used them on Tomoe River. I only swatched them. When did I swatch them? Yesterday or something? So no, could it have been yesterday? Might have been. Anyway, it wasn't long ago. Wonder how it compares to Krishna Brown Pink. I don't know because I only have one Krishna ink, but Brown Pink does sound cool, so I'm looking forward to that. Right here. Okay, that. Hey, how's it going, Juan? I know it's the most interesting one of the bunch. Love the weird colors. It totally is an interesting one. Yeah, for sure. All right, cool. Cool. So that's all I got for ink. That's all I got for ink. Where is my... Lost my Colorverse box. Put this back there so I don't lose it. Cool. Now... I got a bunch of paper. Audrey went on a paper buying spree. She met some folks that were selling paper, and they gave us one for free, or a couple or something. So I've got a bunch of things here. One of them, two of them actually, are this. And this is the Swing Logical Notebook. Neat, right? Yeah. It's got little... well, it gives you actually an idea what the line's going to be on there like that. It's like solid, or solid, and then two dotted lines, and then a solid. So there's really interesting line work in there. I'm kind of interested in using this. I haven't actually gotten to use it yet. This has been a really busy week, and so I just haven't had a chance. But I will try to do a review once I figure out where you can buy this stuff. It says, at school, at home, enjoy your study with this note. So that's nice. These are 30 sheets, 7mm rules. Made in Japan by, Nakabayashi. Okay, well, this is going to be good paper then. Nakabayashi makes some good paper. So, there's that. Also, are these logical? Yeah, these are also logicals. These are logical primes. I've got two. I've got like a blue one and a brown one. These are A5Bs. Well, one says A5B, the other says A5PT. That can't be. What does that mean? I don't know what that means because they're the same size. Oh, wow. Very different inside. All right, so this brown one that's labeled A5PT, which says point, it's like dot grid except blown all the way up. Look how big those dots are. So here's a finger for scale. That's a lot of, not very many dots really. There you go. So yeah, dot grid, but huge dots. And then this blue one has the same kind of ruling as the other logical prime or the other logical ones. So yeah, these are really interesting. I'm looking forward to using some of this because I haven't yet. Yeah, neat. And it's kind of a cream paper, which is cool. What are these? Here's some Joey Feldman artwork for Audrey. That guy, man, he's got a serious particular style about him. And this last one is a little Tomoe River book. It says Tomoe River Notebook. Who's this from? Who makes this? Sake, I suppose. This is 52 gram Tomoe River. Comes like this, like it is. Of course, this is Tomoe River. Actually, Audrey's already used this a little bit. So here are a couple of big swatches. This is the small endowment ink, and you put a lot of it down, you end up with quite a lot of glitter. And this brown one's got to be that Pin BBS one. So, and then on the other side, this got an interesting smell. It smells like paper, like a library or something. And on the back, even those big swatches didn't really bleed through, although it almost did in this case. But that was a lot of ink to put on this tiny, thin paper. Tomoe River is really cool, and this is a nice little notebook. So I will probably end up using this. This is 96 pages. That's crazy. That's crazy how thin that stuff is. All right, so I will probably end up using that for reviews and that kind of thing later on. Can't really see the dots. Yeah, they're weird. Which ones? For these? Like, I don't know. They're barely there. But, you know. Also, you know, this camera on my laptop is not the best camera. And this one, it's got tiny, there you go, lines with then tiny dots in between. So that's kind of neat. Listening to me chat on station while slaving over codes. Well, good luck with your codes, man. Good luck with your codes. All right. So that's all the stuff I've got. Oh, wait, we got, what do we got here? Handle, compares, right now, sell that. Bring Christian to Baltimore, I'll get a sample of Handle you can compare. That sounds cool. You know, BG, you might check out inkjournal.com because they sell a bunch of Krishna inks as well. They were the very first vendor, I think, in the US, but check them out. Maybe they'll have some brown pink for you. That's Tom Otto's jam, so you can get a hold of him through Slack if you need to. Does Midori notebook refills use good paper? Yes. As far as I can tell, they use good paper. I don't have one here. Audrey's got a legit Traveler, and that paper seems very nice. So I don't know. But as far as I can tell, it's been very good. Any sepia ink recommendations? If you can get your hands on Visconti sepia, that one's beautiful. I don't know. Chat room, help me out with sepia. I haven't used a whole lot of sepias, and sepia is like this weird category, and you get a lot of different kinds of colors in there, but mostly they're kind of like light browns. So, at least in ink, they tend to be light browns. See you, Letitia. Oh, you couldn't see the chat on your phone, huh? That's weird. Can you see the chat on the side, maybe? I don't know. Sorry, Denise. Biju's wanting swabs for brown, pink, and Handel. Handel is Diamine Music. It's the Diamine Music collection. Where can you buy these Tomoe River notebooks? You know what? I don't know. Because I just got it from Audrey, and I have no idea where she got it from. She just says, I got you this nice Tomoe River book. You can get Tomoe River notebooks from many places, including Anderson Pens, I think, has them. I think Goulet carries them. There are some brands that make them sort of small batch, but you can get them a lot of places. Let's see. Oh, Denise is handing out inks. Man, she's got all the inks. Oh, Athena sepia. Yeah, I haven't used that one. I've only got the two Athenas that Written and Rice sent me, and those are very cool. Midori, they better have those things. Are expensive. Yeah, it's true. I have the only Midori notebook that I have handy is this one. It's a little Midori MD, and this paper is indeed quite good. It's very pleasant to write on. It's not quite white. It's sort of off-white, like ivory, but I've used it on a bunch of stuff. There was an ink swatch on it. It barely even wrinkled. It didn't bleed through at all. So, yeah, I think Midori is pretty good. And I've heard great things about the cotton paper too. It's a little bit different, but it's neat. RNK have a famous sepia? I don't know that one. Mobile chat does not show in the video. Huh. That's weird. I mean, it should show here on the video itself, but maybe it's too small, or I don't know what to tell you. Let's see. You can't chat if you use Safari. You have to use Chrome. That's weird. That's weird. Gives you some cuttlefish, right? Nature Market dissect the ink sac. You know, I've actually got some of that. I wonder where I put it. I can't break it out now, but it's like Hasuku or something. It's an actual Japanese sepia made with cuttlefish. So that's kind of cool. I like the Visconti sepia as well as the Noodler's. Ooh, I've never even heard of that one. That Noodler's ink. Visconti sepia is great though. Awesome beard. Thanks. It's getting a little. It's in this like in between stage where it's not really a short beard, it's not getting long yet, so it's kind of in a weird place. But you have to chat twice on your phone. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. I don't ever use the mobile app for that stuff. Taroko shop on Etsy. Yeah, check that out. Always support small makers. You know, I think that's really an important thing to do in our community is support people who are making stuff. So, what are the general ink properties of Roaring Klingner, and will they work with fine and extra fine nibs of Japan? Yeah, sure. I don't know why not. Most of the ones that I've used from them, I've used like Fernambach, and I've used Marinda, and I've used, there's another one that's a green one that I can't remember the name of off the top of my head. But they've all been nice. I use their shoot, it's one of those iron galls, not the purple one. Salix. I use Salix a lot. I think it's great. So yeah, they'd have no problems with fine and extra fine nibs of Japan. How are the general ink properties? Maybe a little bit on the dry side, but not bad. Not bad. Hi, Mike. We met at a pen meetup. Hey, well then, welcome. Numinous. I'm gonna call you Numi. Welcome, Numi. Alt Goldgruen. I don't really think that counts as a. No, that's not what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of like a serious green. Not like Alt Goldgruen is real cool, but it's not just a green. For their IG document inks. Yeah, me too. I'm a big fan of those. They're good. Especially like Salix and stuff. I don't know, that's not document. It's something else. I don't think, but maybe it is. It's been a while since I actually looked at the box. Let's see. Otherwise, better colors out there and prices standard line. Yeah, could be. There's some of them that are really weird. Like RNK's Marinda is very odd. Like it reminds me most of ketchup. More of ketchup than anything else. Yeah, Iron Gall, yeah. I don't know if the Iron Gall is document ink though, because document ink I think is supposed to last, and Iron Gall will like potentially maybe eventually eat your paper. So I don't know. Oh, Christy! Hey, Christy, welcome. Welcome. Yeah, so that's all the new stuff I have. I do have a couple of reviews coming up very soon. One of them is for an ink that I'm pretty psyched about. It's cheap store brand ketchup. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It doesn't look like Heinz or whatever. It looks like cheap ketchup. Like, I don't know, like McDonald's ketchup or something like that, but yeah. No, they're not all Iron Gall. There are only like, I don't know, 2 or 3 that are. It's Scabiosa, Salix, and I think there might be 1 or 2 more, but they tell you if it is. So it's not going to be a surprise. But also their Iron Gall is really gentle, and it's not going to hurt you. Verdura, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, Verdura, that's the other one. But no, they're not going to hurt your pens either. I mean, I've had them in a bunch of pens, and they've been fine. People have tested just dropping steel nibs in Iron Galls from RNK and no damage. So use them. They're great. They do darken a little bit over time. Nothing quick like the Platinum Classic series. Those were a dramatic change, but these are pretty much much more subtle. Did I find someone to room with for Baltimore, i.e. are you coming? The answer is kind of and maybe. I haven't really decided. Somebody very kindly offered to let me stay at their place, but I hate to be an imposition, and I probably won't have a car, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It's at the end of the week, so I've got a little bit of time. But if I can find somebody that I know that I would be willing to like split a room with, that would be pretty cool, but I haven't really done it yet. I only just started thinking about going like yesterday. So yeah, Organic Studio Iron Galls, I would not use those. Sorry, Tyler, if you end up watching this, but I do not recommend those. Somebody, Creepy Ken, I think, posted a video where it just ate nibs, just ate steel nibs, in a matter of days, like a couple of days or something, wasn't it? It was crazy quick. Yeah, no, yeah, no, I just wouldn't use those. I would stay away from those. I would stay away. The rest of the iron galls out there, I wouldn't worry about. Like the platinum ones and stuff, I wouldn't worry about it. Even the KWZ ones, I haven't heard anything bad about. Have any recommendations for a brown ink that's work appropriate? It depends on your work, I would say there, Julio, but there are lots of brown inks that are like a brown black. So, like Franklin Christoph has one that's called dark chocolate that's almost black. Like you have to look at it hard to tell it's brown. There's Sailor's Doyu, which is it's another one of these browns that's so dark it could be black. It's one of those ones I kind of like because it's under the radar, you know? Like if you need to know if you wrote that and you know that you write with Doyu or something, you can look at it up close and be like, this is mine or not. But yeah, those are cool. Let's see if we work. Arkansas, huh? Wow. Yeah, I'm not going to go to Arkansas. I know Audrey is, but I'm not going to Arkansas. It's not a good time for me and it's far away. I am hoping to get to Chicago and St. Louis. I want to go to St. Louis because it's the first year, and I think it's cool to go to the first year. But that'd be pretty neat. Let's see. Dark chocolate. Yeah, dark chocolate is super, super dark brown. Doyu is great. It's one of my favorites. I'm with Denise on this one. Christy, KWZ knows she's for me. I use it all the time for work, but I'm not left so independent from. Yeah, it's fine. It's not going to hurt it. There's some nibs made out of unique materials. Boof. I mean, there are. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a. I don't think I'm an aficionado about that. But the thing about nibs, like, I don't know if I want them made out of like weird materials. Titanium is a weird material for a nib because it just does not have a memory as a metal, and they're real easy to spring because people tend to think that they're a flex nib, and they are not. They're just kind of soft. So I would stay with like steel or 14K or 18K if you have to, but I don't know. I wouldn't go with anything crazy. They're like glass nibbed pins out there, which are kind of cool. You'll find those in some old styles. Palladium, there are several different palladium nib makers. I think Bach makes most of the palladium nibs these days. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you, Jesse. It's been too long. Too long. And Chicago's just such a fun show. It's at a terrible time for me, but I'm going to try to go anyway. Anderson should have a slumber party. I think that would be fun. Titanium is worth trying. I like writing with the titanium ones. You just got to remember that it's not a flex nib. What do you think about a pocket fountain pen that uses rare earth magnets in the cap and body finials to extend the body for writing? I think that could be fine, Brian. The only thing about magnet caps is that oftentimes you don't have a good cap seal. That's the problem. It'll dry out your nibs. Like Visconti had this problem. I think Franklin Christoph had that problem with some of their nibs. Like, I don't know, sometimes they're not the greatest seal, and so they would go dry. They weren't really happy with it. So you can do it, but it's not the best. I'd rather have a screw on or a good slip cap snap. Yeah, JJ, tell the Andersons that. I would be into that. I definitely want to see their show. That's another good reason to go to Chicago. I need to book a ticket, is what I'm thinking. Let's see. What do you think? Do you think it would be cool and or actually work? Yeah, I mean, it'd be cool, and I think it would work. I mean, if you want to do it, go for it, man. If you can put an inner cap or something, or if you can machine the inside so that the section hits a lip or something, it seals off that air chamber. I think it could work perfectly well. Might end up going to St. Louis. That would be neat. Oh, Jen. Yeah, I'd like to meet Jen. I heard her on the BYOB the other night. And I was like, oh, yeah, she sounds cool and does cool stuff. So I've definitely seen that Etsy shop. So I'm probably you suggested it. But yeah, that's cool. Of course, I'm also going to go to Atlanta because that's a drive-to show. That's easy. What else? Are there any others I'm going to go to? I don't think so. We're not going to Long Island this year. In fact, Franklin Christoph's not going to Long Island this year. They're going to St. Louis instead. Or at least they've added one and dropped the other. Going to Dallas. I'm also probably going to San Francisco. So that's exciting. Real excited. Man, September and August are going to be big pin show months for me. Some of the Jaffa magnetic seals dried out as well like that. Yeah, I believe it. You know, I had I still have a Monteverdi Regatta that was one of the original versions of Regatta, and that one never dried out. It seemed to have no problem, so it can happen. Let's see. The cap would screw on like a normal cap. Oh, then what's the rare earth magnet thing? Oh, just to post it? Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, sure. Why not? That seems neat. You want the posting the cap with the cap? Yeah. Okay. Do it. I think that'd be dope. Yeah. Why not? Just got done looking at the Bach website. You know that they made platinum nibs? I didn't know they made platinum nibs. Are you sure it's platinum and not palladium? I don't know. Is there a 14 karat nib that you'd be comfortable with ordering online without being able to write with it for it first? Sure. I mean, 14 karat is a good carat for nibs. I like it better than I like 18. The only 21 karat nibs I really like are the ones for Sailor. The rest of them I've tried are like, meh. But yeah, 14 karat, good. Get a Pilot, get a Sailor. I get Sailors untried all the time, and they're almost never a problem. I had a problem with one, but it was like a weird freak thing that somebody returned. Anyway, it's not worth talking about, but yeah, 14 karat is pretty reliable, so go for it. And also easy to fix up if it doesn't come perfectly. They have a recommendation for a first music nib. First music nib for me would be Platinum. I really like their music nib the best. It's not bendy though, it's stiff. So if you want a bendy music nib, go with a Pilot music nib. But I think probably Platinum, or if you want something real big, go for the Franklin Christoph one, because that is a massive music nib. It's the biggest in the biz. But I would say avoid the Noodler's Neponset as a music nib. The tines tend to get all crumpled up every time you flex them, like they come back in a different shape, and it's a pain in the ass. So I would say either Platinum or Franklin Christoph. The Sailor is good too, but it's really just a big stub. It's not really a music nib. Go to Denver? I don't think I'm going to go to Denver. Yeah, it's tough. Denver's a tough one, actually. I don't know why, but I was so wrecked after that Denver show last time. I think it's like the time changes, and we took a red eye, but Denver's like right in the middle of the semester, and it's tough. It's tough to go to. But maybe. I don't know. I'm not going to rule it out. Well, hello, Clipsy. Good morning. Did you want to come be on the show? Okay. It's going to be a two-cat show. Come here. Silly cat just woke up, went meh. All right, let's see. Go to Denver. Love to go to San Francisco. San Francisco seems like it's a cool show. I'm looking forward to that one. What if the magnet was at the top of the cat to post? You simply reverse the cat for attraction, let the normal screw cap for closing the pen. Yeah, I think that's actually what he was saying. Yep, right, good. I totally fit shop on a regular basis. Yeah, good, because it's cool stuff. Did you hear anything about a special pin from Pilot for their 100th year anniversary? I hear that a lot. And the answer is that I've heard that the ones I've heard about will be real expensive. Like, they will be in the like custom Arushi line of pens. They're going to be mega expensive. Oh, Clipsy has drooled all over my notebooks. That's not cool, man. Keep your drool in one place. Yes, folks, I have a cat that drools. When she's very happy and I'm petting her or something, she'll just drool. You just drooled on my notebooks. Goodness. The altitude change was harsh. And also, they were running trains by that hotel literally every 15 minutes all night the entire weekend. I didn't sleep for days. It was terrible. Let's see. What else here? Like that idea? Yep, I like that idea too, Brian. Give it a shot, man. Titanium UUPS. I don't know what that means because I don't remember. Old 12 karat nibs. Oh, I've never used the 12 karat nib, I don't think. I also know that they make a nib with a flash slit and necklace and nib necklaces. Oh yeah, I've heard that actually. Yeah, I've seen places that make like nib cufflinks and all kinds of crazy stuff. They make all kinds of things out of nibs. It's the altitude. Yeah, I believe it. I was a little bit. There was not enough air in the air up there. That's for sure. Avoid noodlers in general. I don't know. I like their inks a lot of times. I don't really like their pens though. I haven't had one of their pens that I've liked in a long, long time. Sailor Promenade, inexpensive gold nib. I have a red one you love. Promenade. I thought the Promenades were steel nibs, but I'll believe you. I haven't got one. What people use music nibs for aside from reviewing them? Use a music nib because it's wet and it's broad, basically. But they make your handwriting look immediately cool, which is a plus, I think. They're nice. I mean, people also write music with them. Because you can write music very easily because you can make like an eighth note or something, just like make a dot basically in a line. It's very easy. So it's cool. It's not a Friday live stream without a cat and dog appearance. Yeah, Scraggles is taking a nap with Audrey. She's not coming in. There's no way. She loves naps. So, but Clipsy, on the other hand, she was just sleeping over by my bookcase and woke up and decided to go, meh. What altitude? Get out of here with that. Mile High City, what altitude? Ugh. Yeah, I also thought promenades were 1911s with steel nibs, but it could be something else too. They have a bunch of different names. You can hear the purring. Yeah, she's pretty much got her head on the microphone purring. This cat, actually, both she and Mr. Nose used to be incredibly loud purrs, and as they've gotten older and more complacent, they purr much more softly. I feel like I'm not being as appreciated as much as I used to be. It's not just that the hotel was on the light rail. It was that they were testing out the light rail capacity or some weird thing, so they had so many more trains. It was nuts. Of course, Audrey had no problem. She grew up next to a train track, so she hears trains at night, and it doesn't even bother her. I hear trains at night, and I wake up and can't go back to sleep, so it wasn't great. And I don't need that much sleep, but geez. Got a golem for $80. That's cool. Yeah, nice. Let me look at these sailor promenades. There's like so many. Clipsy, come on now. Sailor promenade. I don't know. Yeah, those do look interesting. I don't know. I don't know what the difference is. Maybe it's a nib thing, but no, it looks like it's selling for 14Ks. It's probably some other thing that has the non-14Ks. I don't know. It puts you to sleep. See, Jesse, Denver is a great show for you because you don't mind the altitude or the trains. It's perfect. You know, in those rooms they actually had earplugs, and I didn't notice until the last night. I didn't think of what they were for, and they just kind of like appeared on my desk. Buckers are from the L, so the train doesn't buy what the station announcements do. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I've never really lived in a city that had a serious train system. I guess Dallas has the DART Rapid Transit. Dallas Area Rapid Transit, the DART. But, you know. Whereabouts can you buy the unique nibs of Bach? I wouldn't mind having a flash nib on your Kaweco. I don't know where you would go about getting them over in the UK. Here in the US, I would say talk to any small maker that uses Bach nibs because they can usually order them at a good price. So, like here, it would be like Kara's Customs and Will Hodges runs Tactile Turn. They use Bach. There are several companies out there that use them, and I would say go to them. Yep, that's mine. Or you can go maybe straight to Bach. They might sell individual nibs, but probably not. The Prophet. Yeah, that's probably right. It's probably the Prophet. Yep. I think the Promenade might just be a different set of colors or something. Oh, come here. Meh. Meh. Look, you're marching too much. That means you get to be held. There's a Clipsy cat. She's very unhappy. Even though she's literally inches from where she just was, she's like, I don't want to be held. I don't like it. Bach is available for ink or something like that. Huh. All right. There you go. Goodness. Now she just drooled into my keyboard. That cat is gross. I love her, but man. Sometimes a cat does a gross thing. All right. There we go. Anyway. Promenade seems a lot smaller than 3776. 3776, like, I always feel like they're pretty big, but they're not that big. Let me see. So here's a 3776, and that's a 1911. So they're pretty much the same size. Just a 1911 is a little bit smaller. But the 3776 is not a huge pen. It feels bigger to me. I think maybe the cap is just wider or something like that. I don't know. I have to guess. I've got a caliper. 14.5. Yeah, so the cap and such is like a full millimeter bigger in diameter. So that's going to make it feel beefier. The 3776 isn't particularly big. Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like it's a small pen. It feels good to me. Oh, that's not the right pen. I grabbed the wrong pen and put it on the tray. Bit too small, huh? All right. I mean, I post it and it feels great, but I don't know. I think this is actually the only pen that I can, yeah, the only pen I've actually been successfully able to leave Organic Studios nitrogen in and have it start right up. It has no problem starting, but every other pen I've had this ink in, man, just dies. I take that back. Let's see what it does with the Tasha. Where is that pen? There it is. Italian pens are huge. Yeah. So actually right now I've got nitrogen in 2 pens. And they're both music nibs. This one's a Sailor music nib. That's what it looks like. It's a single slit, just kind of has a big ball tipping, and it's a little bit flat across the front. It's not quite a stub, but it's pretty darn close. And then this music nib, this is the platinum music nib I was just talking about earlier. You can see it has 2 slits and a much wider front end than the other. So you get a nice broad, stubby line, plenty of ink flow from those guys. Since I've got it in those 2 pens, I probably ought to review it. I've put it in other nibs, but it just stops. So, you know. Oh, good. Hey, welcome to France. Don't find too many French reviews, so you get the idea to do your own channel. Awesome. Everybody should make a thing. Like, if you have any urge to make a thing, you should make a thing. That's pretty awesome. Welcome to the community. What is the actual difference between a regular nib and a nib for lefties? It could be many things, and it's going to vary depending on the company. So, usually lefty nibs are the same as regular nibs. They're just smoothed a little bit more because you're pushing in a different direction, and so they just smooth them all the way around. I've actually got, I think, a lefty nib for a Lamy around here somewhere, and they're the same as their mediums. Like they say LM on them, but they're really just mediums that have been polished maybe a little bit extra. It's a nice nib, but they're just regular old nibs. Now, if you have oblique nibs, there'll be different sides. So, like, the left foot oblique is this one because it's supposed to look like your left foot. It goes down this way, and the right foot goes this way. So it's like the other hand, but anyway, whatever. And that'll give you like a different surface in case you rotate too. But do I ever get nib customizations? Yeah, totally. Totally. I've got a bunch. Like, I've got a lot of SIG nibs over here. I've got italics. I've got stubs. I've got one of Mark Bacchus's, shoot, what do they call that? The Blade Turk. Yeah, I had a couple of architects. I have one architect now. I used to have a couple of architects. One of them broke, which was sad, but yeah, now I've got nib customization. Sure. Sure. Why wouldn't I go for a lefty's nib? I don't know. I would. I've got no problem going with a lefty nib. Yeah. At least they say they're polished to a higher standard. Look, I don't know if that's true. And most companies don't really make a left-handed nib. I think maybe Pelican does for like some of their school pens. My hair is getting way too long. Got a haircut appointment soon, so I won't look as gross next time you see me. The Blade Turk nib any good? Yes, it is. It's quite fine, so you need to like fine nibs first. And the second thing is it's kind of like an architect, like Denise says here. But it's a very nice smooth nib. It looks beautiful, but it is very, very fine. It's too fine for me most of the time. I use it sometimes. Sandra really likes hers, yeah. Waiting for an oblique double XF from Spain. An oblique double XF? How are you going to notice? That's crazy. That's so fine. Simon's cat has been around since... There's no SL. I've heard of Simon's cat. Yours didn't work well, huh? That's too bad. I mean, the thing about them is they are real sensitive to rotation and angle. So if you don't have the right angle, it's not going to work great. But mine's good. Sandra's good. So I would say work on, like, try to rotate it around. If not, send it back to Mark, man. Mark will fix it. Mark is a good dude. Anybody looking for nib customizations, I say go to Mark Bacchus. I'm a big fan of Mark Bacchus. I mean, if you can't get like Jim Rouse to do it sometime, but doesn't really do nib customization, at least not widely. He does it on Franklin Christoph's. But yeah, Mark Bacchus is great, and his wait time is not as long as Mike Masseyama's is currently, so that's a plus. Mike Masseyama is great at a lot of things. So is Bacchus. But yeah, I'd say go for them. Alex at Frontier Pen Co. does really good too. There are lots of Nibmeisters coming up. Deb Kenny's great. There are all kinds of Nibmeisters out there. Yeah, short lead time for Mark for sure. Hey, Feta, welcome. Welcome, man. Is it ground on the top for the times when you don't want an architect point? No, I don't think so. Because, well, it's not on a pen right now. I don't think it is, but maybe. I never reverse write. It's never a thing I've ever done, so I never notice. Yeah, for Mike Messiama, get him at a show or else don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yep. Like to Blade Turk on your VP, huh? Cool. Number 6 FC Blade Turk. I've made good friends. Fair enough. Yeah, mine's an FC too as well. It's number 6, yeah. Every once in a while, Mark will do some grinds for Franklin Christoph. Like he makes their what's the one he makes? He doesn't do Blade Turks for him. He does something else. Fudes. He does like Fude nibs for him sometimes. Fudes are really cool. I don't have any, but they are cool. Pelican M800, much bigger than a 3776? Well, let's see. I have one right here. Let's see. You want it next to a Pelican. Oh, no. You want it next to a 3776 and a 1911 large. Here they are. I happen to have all three of these next to each other because I'm fixing to do a pen review. These are all pretty much squared up, and they're all more or less the same size. Different widths, of course, but only slightly. They're all pretty much the same. Yep, very similar sizes. You traded me a food. Oh yeah, on that custom 74. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, well, it's not really a Fude nib. That's like that's more like a Waverly. It's not as extreme as a Fude, but it's up there. That's a weird nib. It's real weird. Our Fude is just exaggerated Waverlys. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's way bigger. It's a bigger Waverly. Although I don't know that they're really related. I think they're for different things, but yeah. Let's see. Always too scared to send your pins to Nibmeister. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. I get it. Mark's wait time wasn't too long until I called him out. Hey, if any of y'all go and give Mark some business because I said that he was good at nibbing here, dude, let him know. Say I heard about you on Independence. Mark and I are pals. I don't get to see him very much. I really only ever see him in Philly. I think I saw him in Dallas a couple years ago, but yeah, Philly's the only time I get to see Mark, and that's too bad because I really like that dude. I wish he'd come to more shows. But yeah, go see Mark. He's great. Can you show the M800 and the 3776? Yeah, sure. Is the section thicker? Let me check. Give me a sec to show them uncapped. So uncapped, 3776 is a fair amount shorter than the 800. Now for widths, section on the 3776 is a nice 10.2-ish. Well, it ranges from 10.6 to 10.4. So I'm going to say 10.2 is sort of the middle width. The 800 is bigger at right around 11. So yeah, the M800 has a thicker grip section for sure, and it's a little bit longer uncapped. Yep. Capped though, they're pretty much the same length. There's more cap on the Platinum. Yep. These are a couple of my favorite pens. I really like the Platinums. I really like the Pelicans, especially the 800. The 800 is great. It's a great pen. Also, here's the thing I didn't know. And this is a Franklin Christoph Model 2 and a Pelican M1000 are kind of the same size. That's kind of crazy, right? Uncapped, they're going to be about the same size too. I mean, the 200 has a smaller grip section, but not by a whole lot. And it's a little bit shorter, but not by a whole lot. I actually didn't realize that until just now. Well, I guess about an hour and a half ago. Because I was getting set to do a review for this pen. Y'all who are watching here. Oh yeah, different size nib for sure. This is the pen review that I'm doing next. I'll probably tape it tonight and upload it in a couple of 3 days. This is the Montegrappa Ducale Grande. And this is a ludicrously big pen. Here's the M1000 next to it. It makes it look small. So, like, my quick hit review of this pen is very cool, but it's also just too big. You gotta have a massive bear paw to use this guy. I do use it, but I'll be sending it back. This is just a loaner. I didn't buy this one. I think it has a beautiful nib though. The nib and the section of this are just gorgeous. The section is kind of fluted, so you don't slip on it. I think the nib is beautiful. I've got no complaints about this pen except that it's about, I don't know, 2 sizes too large. Otherwise, this is a cool pen. Like, I dare you to find a shirt pocket this bastard fits in. It's huge. Yeah, I've got big ass hands, and this is huge. I'm gonna tape it. Well, you know, I'm gonna tape it on SD card. Yeah, it's coming out in a day or two, probably. I don't know. Maybe I'll make that middle of the week or something. Just kind of space that out a little bit. Yeah, scared to send me because of the post office, not Mark. I don't blame you. I've had a few things that Penthusiast Oscar has tried to send me that just haven't ever gotten here. I don't know where they're going, but they just go into a black hole and disappear. Like, I still never got the Heart of Gold ink. If you want to see the Heart of Gold ink, go check out Mountain of Ink, Mountain of Ink's blog. Kelly has a very nice review of that up there, I think. But I haven't even gotten mine yet, and they were all set out like the same time. So, you know, that's how it goes. So I think of Italian pins like sports cars for some conversation. Yeah, I mean, I get it. How heavy is it? I mean, it's kind of heavy. I don't actually own a scale. Maybe you need to go buy a scale. It's certainly heavy. Let's see how heavy it is next to. I think it's heavier than the M1000. A lot of that weight, though, is in this cap. Let me take this off. Yeah, a lot of the weight's in the cap because of this big-ass gold crown they've put on it. Look at this crown. It's nuts. It's huge. On the back, though, it's got a very nice number. This is 45 out of 200. I like the rose gold trim on here. It's beautiful, but it is huge and heavy. Oscar's post office. It is the Void. They should just put a sign up that says, "Welcome to the Void." Jeez. Hey, Cleander. Welcome. We're replacing for a police baton? Yeah, if a police baton costs like $750 or some nonsense. But yeah, you know, you could do some damage with that, I think. Yeah, you could. Audrey just brought me back her Ryan Krusak pen. I don't know if y'all saw the pictures from LA, but Ryan Krusak is now rocking a sport coat and no ponytail. It's looking very suave these days. And his wife is repping for shoot, I've forgotten the name of this awesome Swiss fountain pen company. Somebody will post it. But look at this thing. This white and black ebony. It's gorgeous. And this pen has so much heft because of the wood. Just it's pretty great. If you haven't had a chance to get a Ryan Krusak pen, I would say get one because they're great. Do Montegrappa use Yovo? I actually have no idea. I don't know. You know what? I need to ask Carrie about that before I do my video. Thanks for reminding me. I don't know where they get their nibs. Don't know. JFK post office usually a void for any of my packages coming from Europe. They just vanish. That sucks. That sucks. Yeah, that'll work. All right, cool. My phone's been blowing up a little bit. Have I tried a Tassia Savannah? Ooh, I don't think so. Oh, is that the one with the horn or something? Yeah, those are the horn ones. I haven't because I don't really approve of the horn thing. Like, antlers are different, but horn, you gotta like they don't come off. You gotta saw those guys off, and it's kind of bad for the thing. They look nice. It's not really my jam, though. I don't really, well, you know, I take it back. I don't really like the way they look. It's not for me. Not for me. They are priced pretty well, though, if I remember correctly. I feel like they're not particularly expensive. Let's see what these guys are going for. Check out the pin shallot here. Yeah, 223. That's more than I thought they were. Oh, they're using the sailor nibs in there, though. That's Tassia Savannah Special Edition. It has sailor nibs. That's kind of nice. Wonder if it's steel. Yeah, steel nib and a $280 pen. I don't know. It's kind of weak sauce, but it's... Oh, wow. They got a sailor section on that thing, too. That's the same section, actually, that's on this pen. So you have that buffalo horn pen, and then you have this like plastic section with a stainless sailor nib. I don't know. I'd say meh. Meh. The feeds look like Yovos. I don't know. The feeds on these are ebonite, and this, I don't know. I don't know where they're getting them, but I'll ask around and see what I can find out. No, it's not Manu Freya. No, it's not that one. That's the guy who's doing the old Omos stuff, is Manu. If Jenny has it out for Sailor Ricky Cha. That's awesome. He might just have to bite the bullet and buy a bottle, because it's a good ink. Would I recommend Tasha? I don't know. I do like some of their recent Arushi stuff. I do like... they have like a Rotrine 600 knockoff that's kind of okay. The thing about Tassia for me is that they... Oh, different Manu, of course. The thing about Tasha for me is that they tend to be inspired by other pens, like other companies' pen designs fairly often, and I don't like that. It's not really my jam. So I don't know. They have several that are cool. Like I kind of like this one. This is the Tassia Pinnacle. I like this pen a lot, and for I don't know, 120 bucks or whatever it costs, I think it's pretty good. But I mean, horn aware. Yeah, I mean, I try to keep track of that kind of stuff. Ryan Krusak has started using animal bits, but they're antler. And he has a guy who goes out and gathers antlers and sends them to him. So it's not, no animals were harmed in the making of Krusak antler pens. But horn, I don't know. Like, you don't have to do it. You can use antler. It looks nicer, I think. But, you know. Everything was fine except for the Ricky Cha. That's awesome. What do I think about the Sailor Pro Gear A mode? Pro Gear A mode? I don't know what that is. Let me see. Is that one of the Japan only? A mode orange pen. Pro Gear A mode, let me see. Aesthetic Bay? I'm having trouble finding a... Huh. What is the A mode? All right, let's look at a FPN review. Martin Polly's on FPN. Oh, I don't know. Don't know him. Of course, the first one I go to, the photo bucket's dead. Let's see how it goes on FP Geeks. I hate that I have to log into forums before I can see pictures. That's weird, and I don't like it. Pro Gear A mode. I don't know. It's like a Pro Gear to me. No, it's Aesthetic Bay. Huh. I don't know what the heck it is. I don't know. Sorry. I don't know what that is. Is it just a color? Is it like a special edition or something? Sailor Pen doesn't seem to have a listing for it. King of Pen, Pro Gear, Sky, Gold? Pro Gear Gold. Interesting. Silver, ballpoints. Yeah, I don't even know what it is. I knows. Yeah, sorry, I can't help you out. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Oh, I was going to show you a thing. So this is the new thing from Franklin Christoph. And it is this. This is a big ol', I think it's kind of traveler-y sized. It's big. I mean, it's my head sized. But it's, this is waxed canvas. So again, you know, whoa, nose. Oh my goodness. Nose, that was a daring leap, my friend. He was trying to leap onto a spot on the desk that was this big that he couldn't see. I know, it didn't go well. People know. And goodness. Anyway, so this is wax canvas, and it's plain on the front, has a little tiny Franklin Christoph emblem on the back. It's got some of Mr. Nose's fur on it now because he rubbed up against it as he jumped down. Pulls together with elastic, and then it's got like a little pocket in here, and actually this pocket will hold my my big phone. This is an iPhone 8 Plus in a case. It'll hold in this pocket, so you can close this up together, just carry this all together. So that's kind of neat. And then it's got enough rubber band things in here for 4 different notebooks. So I have 4 notebooks in here. These notebooks are like, I forget, $12 or something for 4 of them. So not particularly expensive, and they're big. Maybe there are more. I can't remember off the top of my head. But this is the bamboo paper. It's got a little bit of tooth to it, which I think is kind of nice. Dries quickly. Takes fountain pen ink like a champ. That's the back side of a page that's been written on. You can't even tell. That's the front side. It's really good stuff. So, check these out. I think they're available online now. If you have, one of these multiple notebook systems, I think they're pretty cool. I haven't. I've got a couple. The other one that I have is from Story Supply, and it is right here. And this is mostly my gardening notebook. I take it with me to like philosophy club and that sort of thing and make notes in it too. But it's got, big thick leather. This is a very nice. Story Supply does a really good job with these leather notebooks, I think. Let's get a little bit of wear. I think that's cool. And then this is the wax canvas version, but it's also much larger. So this is the 5.3 inch or whatever. And then this is the bigger size. Thing is, I find that this is not great for taking to work for me because I need these. They're a weird size and furnish have to use their own notebooks. I don't know. Is this a weird size? I think it's Traveler notebook size or something, isn't it? Don't the Travelers come in this big weird size? I don't know. But for me, this is too small because if I'm going to go and take notes on a philosophy talk or something, I'll fill up these pages like nobody's business. That's all the notes I can get on one page, and that's just not enough. It gives me a little bit of stuff, but really I like using them for like garden notes and that kind of thing. But yeah, B5 seems right to me. Yeah, it's probably B5. I think that's right. It's been maybe it says on the notebook. I don't remember if I looked. It doesn't say anywhere what size, but I think it's B5. That seems right to me. Do I have the box around here? Yeah, I'm not sure what the box is either, actually. I have the box. Anyway, this is a good size for taking to work. I've been taking this to work with me for meetings and all kinds of stuff, and it gives you plenty of room to write. So, and it kind of keeps everything nicely together. I'm liking it a lot. So, check these out. It's called The Vagabond, and it was they said it was a collaboration with Catherine Misuk, which is cool. I really like Catherine. If you don't know Catherine, I would say find a way to meet Catherine Misuk at a pen show or something. Follow her on the Instagrams. She is delightful and just a good human being. So I'm glad that that's it. Your language is fine, man. Don't worry about it. You even censored yourself, bro. You even censored yourself. Can you imagine someone crazy enough to try to collect all the Sailor regional special editions? Yikes. Yikes. Use Midori refills? If they're the long B5 ones, then yeah, probably. The Firmaflex actually isn't bamboo. The Firmaflex is actually that's sugarcane. The bamboo paper is only in these weird ones, these B5s, and the little 5.3s or 5x3s or whatever they are. I think it's 5.3 inch notebooks. That's the only ones that use bamboo right now, but they're good. I really like the bamboo. I like it a lot. Wait, somebody just tagged on me saying I'm talking about stuff. What am I talking about? Oh no, that's a different Catherine. Catherine Misuk is not. It's different. Whole different. She spells it with a C. Sorry. You don't even know how to watch it. Oh, Catherine, go to the go to the podcast. But I'm not tell her I'm not talking about her. Oh man, all kinds of parallel chats going on here, which I think is really fun. Really into folding this paper. Fuck, that's funny. Let's see. If you check my frustration, Google Robert J. Lang Hercules beetle origami. I'm doing it right now. Holy smokes! That is for real a very difficult looking piece of origami. That looks real hard. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Do you like the black sections and finials of Sailor Special Editions? Personally, I like them more than full body colors and provide a nice contrast. Yeah, sometimes. Although Audrey just got a special edition 1911 that's all yellow, and so it doesn't have the black end caps like they have here. So, like, the thing about the Sailor Special Editions and the regular editions is they're kind of hard to tell apart a lot of times. So in case you really like them, you know. Too many Catherines. There are too many Catherines in our Slack. Actually, Misook's not in Slack, unfortunately. Oh, that's funny. Your pocket notebook feathers? Wow, mine don't feather at all. I use mine all the time. That's really weird. I don't know what to tell you about that. And this doesn't feather either. That sucks. Huh. I wonder what it is. Let me know. I want to know what ink you're using in it that's feathering. It's kind of weird. Yellow pens have always been your weakness. It turns out that orange pens might be mine. I've got a many of them on my desk here, but you know, that's how it goes. Everybody's got their own weaknesses. Yeah, lots of Catherines, lots of Mikes, lots of Brians. That's true. That's kind of true just in the world though. Like there are a lot of Mikes. I always had. Like, Mike was the most popular boy's name for years and years, maybe decades. I don't think it is now. I think it's been overcome by something else, but maybe Chris or something. But, yeah. Actually, growing up, my best friend was named Brian. So, you know. That's a way more famous Catherine. Yeah. She does work at it, though. Also, hey, Catherine, welcome. Other Catherine. So... Whew. All right, final questions, y'all. It's 5:30, and I'm tired, and I gotta edit some reviews. So, what do you got? Hit me with your last shots. Mine's Joseph. Joseph? Maybe I'm probably slaughtering it. JJ it is. So many print Brian and Lisa's. Yeah, too many Brian and Lisa's. So many. Why don't people talk about cross pens? A lot of people aren't really into cross pens. They had some really good ones back in the day. Like I really liked the ATX. I was a fan of that one. But the nibs are a little bit suspect these days, and I think they're kind of sort of people think they're low quality and high price is the general impression I get. But I've seen plenty of them I really like. So, you know, it's fine with me. Am I religious? Not particularly. Folding a life size. Oh yeah, there you go. Trevor's rigor is 8.3 by 4.3. 8.25 by 4.37. I mean, that's close enough. You could use a Traveler's regular in there. It's fine. But that is a weirdo size. Do I listen to classic rock and would I consider U2 classic rock? Yes, I listen to classic rock, and no, I would not consider U2 classic rock. No. Pen Habit's newest video just addressed a question about cross pens. I thought his last video was a pen review. I don't know. I haven't had a chance to watch it. This semester has been so busy, y'all. So busy that I haven't even had time to write in a notebook that Audrey brought me back days ago. So, am I Jewish? No, I'm not. I have a Century from ages ago. I like it, but I've seen the newer ones. I wouldn't replace it. Yeah, I get it. You know. You've had Sweet Maroon for a few days now, and you really like it? Great. I think it is really good. Oh, is last currently inked? Yeah, I'm like a semester behind. I don't know. What is that? 2 months behind on videos. I just can't. Yeah, last year was at Tibaldi. That sounds right to me. Sounds right. I know I have a link to it, but I don't know. Don't bait the troll. I don't know if he's a troll. It does, you know. If people troll, I'll cancel them. But so far, whatever. I don't care. So it's fine. It's fine. All right. Last questions. What else you got? You got, I don't know, a couple minutes. And then we get to work. Or I'll go back to playing Subnautica. I may have played some Subnautica this morning instead of working. If you haven't played Subnautica, though, y'all, that game is thoroughly good. Thoroughly good. Johnny, just in time for me to sign off. Well, I heard you were coming, Scott, so that's why I'm getting the hell out of here. Oh, man. He was a philosophy nerd last week. Yeah, he was talking about philosophy last week. It's fine. Whatever. No, actually, I'm the philosophy nerd every week, so just keep that straight. Somebody's going to be king philosophy nerd. It's going to be this guy. Recommendations for turquoise that's not light blue? Blah. Turquoise that's not light blue. You know, I don't know. Turquoises are all kind of blue, really. But this Colorverse Photon it might be more of a teal. I have a hard time actually telling the difference between turquoise and teal unless I like Google what they're supposed to be, if I'm honest. No meat on Friday? I don't know. Lint, man. Lint sucks as far as figuring out what to eat on Friday. Lamia turquoise is good. It's not, yeah, that's really good. I like it too. Go for it. Oh, hey, welcome, Karen. Welcome. You don't get off until 5? Well, it's 5:30, so I'm glad you made it. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, Lamia turquoise is seriously good, and you can actually get their Pacific blue, which is also turquoise. Same thing. Are there any sword and sorcery RPG video games you recommend that are newer than Skyrim? No. Skyrim was the last one I played of that type. Although I do have a really good friend from college who worked on Skyrim, that was what got me to play Skyrim, actually. But no, I don't. That's the last one I played. I play a lot of like loot pinata sort of games. Like I've really been enjoying Grim Dawn, which is kind of like Diablo and kind of like the old Titan Quest. Really cool. But no, I don't have any swords and sorceries. Sorry, man. Franklin Christoph Spanish blue. That's gonna be way too blue for him, I think. Diamine Marine. That's a good choice. Robert Oster has all. Yes. Check out that Robert Oster. Favorite game right now? I mean, I've been playing some Monster Hunter World. I wouldn't say it's my favorite game, but I've been trying to get good. I really like. I still like Destiny 2. I still really like Overwatch. But as far as like the one I get the most joy out of right now, it's got to be Subnautica. That game rules. And yeah, it's been out for years in beta, but now it's out for real. So try that one. It's on PC only. Well, it's coming to platforms or other platforms if it's not on it yet. Bought a bottle of Lamia turquoise. Cool. Kujaku. Yep. Solid choice. I like that. Good one. Have I tried out Dark Souls? I have not. For Gall, you're welcome. Wasn't Pacific Blue half price at Lamia? Dude, it was so much more than half price. I think I got it for like $3 or something. It was real cheap. Never liked Skyrim, huh? Well, that's fair. It's not going to be for everybody. Michael, you have a great weekend too. Marine is my empty bottle ink challenge. Good luck. Diamine Havasu Turquoise. I don't know that one, but good luck. That one sounds cool too. Diamine is almost always a hit for me. All right, y'all. But yeah, I would say check out Robert Oster for turquoise. Asa Gao. I remember that one being more blue than green, but I don't know. Normal Pilot blue. Oh, sick burn. Also, Noodler's Air Core Blue Black. That's a turquoise or a green. I talked about Sailor. I'm not going to try to say that. Pens on jet pens. Steel nose sparkle bodies. Oh, yeah. No, I haven't talked about them, but they do look cool. I know Audrey likes that purple one. Do I like the Fallout games? I like Fallout 4 was the last one I really liked, which my Skyrim buddy actually worked on too. And now he's on Anthem with BioWare. So I've heard some people talking trash about Anthem. And they're like, oh, that game's going to be terrible. But with my buddy working on it, I have faith that it's going to not suck. So I'm psyched about that. I guess the guy was more of a purple-blue. Huh. Interesting. Irishizuku is a weak spot for me. I don't really know much about. I don't know very many of them. I'm not really hot on the brand. I don't know. Probably because I haven't tried enough. Is Air Core more teal than turquoise? Yeah, you're right. It's more teal. It's actually more, yeah, teal or just straight up green black or some weird thing. It's a really weird one. Nobody knows why it's called Air Core. I describe turquoise as a lightish blue with a green tinge, whereas teal is a green with a blue tinge. Yeah. I mean, that's fine. I think that's a real, like, that's a wavy line. So, it's kind of, I don't know. If you held up two and you're like, which one's teal and which one's turquoise, I feel like I could tell you, but they're close. They're real close. Real close. Oh, let's see. I have a Twisby Eco, Pelican M200, a Pilot Falcon. What could be your next pen? Well, those are all very different. I don't know. I'd go for something with like a Well, you're in France. I have no idea what's available to you. So I don't know. Ackerman Israel Ziblau is a good dusky turquoise. That sounds cool. That sounds cool. You're in France. What's in France? S2 Dupont. If you can find an S2 Dupont, those are really nice pens. I have an ellipsis from them, and it's really nice. But I would say find a small maker. Find somebody who's hand making pens and see, see what they can make for you or see what they're making. I think that's the way to go. I like to support the makers and people who are being creative. Their ink is in pretty bottles. It is in pretty bottles. I still haven't even washed out this bottle. This is my only Ackerman bottle. That's the only one. It's a cool bottle. I haven't washed out though. Out of sight, out of mind. Fred Fagianato? Yes. Yes. If Fred is available to you in France, look at Fred Fagianato. Oh, S2 Dupont. I don't know their bottles. Oh, Vanishing Point, also very good. Yeah. I have used some Fred Fagianato pens. In fact, every once in a while he'll show up on the stream. Fred seems like a real nice guy, and his pens are real good. So, yeah. Definitely cool. And French, so that's dope too. All right, folks, I got to sign off. It is getting to be that time. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for the last hour and almost 40 minutes. It's been a good time, and thanks for everybody for being friendly with each other. Go out into the world, make it a better place. I will see you next week, and that's it. Bye.